titles this year. And here we go in Tampa. The Final Four is underway.
See South Carolina starting out in their man-to-man defense. The matchup to keep an eye on. Bree Hall guarding Madison Booker.
Here's Harmon. Bouncing inside. Shea Holly finds Jones. Harmon looking for her mid-range. The leaner won't go. Jones on the offensive board got fouled. And Taylor Jones is going to shoot two. That's an early personal on Chloe Kitts, who is VP of the SEC tournament, was the most outstanding player in her region in Birmingham. And Jones sinks the first free throw.
So important for Texas if they can get onto the offensive glass. You saw it there from Taylor Jones, getting herself to the free throw line as well.
And Jones hits both. Now, when Texas beat South Carolina, one of the things they were aided by was South Carolina getting into foul trouble early in that game, namely Sanaya Fagan.
We saw against TCU, Texas's pressure just wreaking all kinds of havoc. What does South Carolina have? Big players, Chloe Kitts, Sanaya Fagan, who can initiate their offense and bring the ball up the floor.
That time, Kitts' pass knocked away. Here's Booker, 3-on-2 developing, and Raven Johnson able to break it up. It'll stay down here with Texas. Texas very good when it comes to forcing turnovers. Force about 21 a game. That's 16th in the nation. Here's Booker. High catch, elevates, and drops it in. That feathery touch from Madison Booker.
Great sign for Madison Booker to get her shot dropping early. We've documented that she has had some struggles against Texas this season. I'm sorry, against South Carolina this season.
Yeah, in practice against Texas, she's been fine. And that's going to be a charge against South Carolina as Harmon took the hit.
Rory Harmon does this.
Division I, and the first thing Dawn Staley brought up to us about Keys tonight was staying out of foul trouble and hoping that the game was not officiated too tightly. Clear charge there, and so one apiece on the two key bigs for South Carolina. Knocked away by Pow Pow, a timely steal. Tahina Pow Pow will lay it in.
Terrific defense by Tahina Pow Pow on Shea Holly. She read that pass, was in denied, jumped the route, and got the easy two.
Pow Pow's second team All-SEC, ticketed for the WNBA. Following her conclusion here at South Carolina, national champion a year ago, as Mwenentanda gets free and lays it in.
Really nice job by Jacqueline Mwenentanda to drive hard to the basket. Just got a shoulder past her defender.
Good start here for Texas, a 6-2 lead. Fagan off one leg, can't drop it in. Mwenentanda knocks it away, and Harmon comes up with it for Texas. Here's Harmon veering through traffic. Will peel back. Rory Harmon, who is not yet announced whether or not she'll come back next season, gets her pocket picked by Raven Johnson. Johnson unable to finish on the other end, and it lands back with Harmon. Harmon has it knocked away. We've seen this kind of pressure defense from Raven Johnson. Saw it against Caitlin Clark in the national championship game last year. Booker again for Madison Booker, feeling it early on.
Madison Booker just got one step past Hall, but with her ability to elevate and her high release made it look so easy.
Booker, who, as Rebecca alluded to before, shot just 26% against South Carolina this year. Hall keeps it alive. Johnson in the corner. Can't hit the three. Rebound loose, and it's out of bounds. Will stay here.
See Madison Blake.
More mid-range makes than any player in Division I college basketball this season. The SEC Player of the Year. After she was the Big 12 Player of the Year last season. Joyce Edwards, the talented freshman off the bench for South Carolina, couldn't finish there. Here's Harmon behind the back. Harmon can't hit, and the rebound to Pow Pow. And Pow Pow stepped out of bounds. It's going to be Texas basketball.
And this is a South Carolina team. All of these starters were here a year ago.
Harmon drops it in. A 10-2 start for Texas. They are 4 of 6 from the floor in the early going. Lob inside, Edwards. Finds Fagan. What a nice find from Joyce Edwards, a terrific passing big.
All of the South Carolina big players are willing and capable passers, especially when it comes to passing to their other post player.
Tanda. Off to Shea Holly, couldn't handle it. Fortuitous hop, Jones misses the hook. Whacked out of bounds. Last hit Texas. It'll be South Carolina ball. Here comes Malaysia Fulwiley and Miriam Dowda.
Maya's the type of player that can completely change the momentum of a game within the course of a couple of possession or a couple of minutes, especially if she can wreak havoc on the defensive end, Ryan, and then push the ball and transition the other way. That's where she's so electric.
Well, we saw her change the game in the national championship game a year ago. Her and Tessa Johnson coming off the bench and doing so for South Carolina after they'd fallen in an early hole against Iowa. Here's Dowda. Dowda unable to hit, and Jones the rebound. Miriam Dowda, who's played just 4 minutes a game in this tournament, getting early action here. Harmon kicks it out. Holly over to Booker. Her jumper is good. Madison Booker is feeling it early at the Final Four. Now coming up with a steal. Four turnovers already for South Carolina. Booker wants it again. Nearly lost it, now did. Was it deflected? It was not. And it'll be a backcourt violation against Texas. But what a start for the Longhorns in their first Final Four since...
nhá. Tắt cho bạn Khả Nhi xinh xinh của mẹ nhá. Ôi cái rau này chín rồi, để bớt ra thôi không nó sẽ bị đỏ mất. Vớt rau ra, vớt rau ra. Vớt rau mồng tơi luộc. Đặt Khả Nhi xuống thì mẹ sẽ làm được rồi. Đúng quá nhỉ. Nặng quá mẹ không bế được một tay nữa rồi. Con của mẹ lớn rồi. Mẹ không bế được con nổi một tay nữa rồi.